Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like the content over here, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi. Kanti-ke, if you want to be a very important member of this family and get access to certain videos early, do not forget to press the join button. It will tell you what to do. That way you become a very, very important member of the family. So you guys, listen, there's a lot going on with the Tembe and the Forbes family. With the Tembe family, after they lost Anele, you guys, the conclusion by the NPA was that it was suicide. However, they were not satisfied with it because they felt that there was evidence that was not taken into account. And so an inquest was opened after that. One of the things, or a few of the things that they mentioned as having led to them being dissatisfied with the conclusion by the NPA was one, there was a witness that they felt that the police didn't speak to, who says that he had had an argument in that room before the incident happened. Number two, they're saying AKA had scratches on his back, which indicates that those might have been the scratches he got when he was carrying Anele to the balcony. Three, they say AKA did not attempt to save Anele's life after the incident had happened because it took a while before she passed away. So he did not perform any life saving procedure on her. Okay, it was other people that were trying to save her life. Number four, it is alleged that AKA, after the incident, did go and party with his friends, and that would be weird, you guys, if it happened. So those are the reasons that they say that they said they were not satisfied with the conclusion that Anele had taken her life. So now, you guys, with the Forbes, of course, AKA's case is still in court. We are still to find out what's happening. But this is what I want you to do. On the left hand side, if you look at this article here, which I'm going to read, we talks about AKA's fiance's family fumes over bogged down inquest. This the article I'm going to read. But there's another article that I'm not going to read because I don't do this part of the story. Okay, so read here. Says, okay, police says no evidence, and then it continues. So if you want to know more about, this side of the case, or this part of the case, you can go on the Sunday World and read it yourself, you guys. Okay, I decided that I was not going to talk about this part of the story because I do love my life very much. Okay. And I still do want to raise my kids until their adulthood. But that is what is going on with the AKA case right now. Anyway, you guys, so let's read this article. Listen, you guys, I like to read the article as it is. People would say, why don't you read it and summarize it for us? That is not what I do on this channel. I go through the article itself. I feel like in reading it, you're also appreciating the person that has actually done the work. And this way, it's Ngwakoma Lachi writing the story for the Sunday World. And also, you say it like it is. It is from the article. It's not me who is saying it. It's the article that says it. And besides, you guys, I just like reading. Okay. So it says here the much awaited inquest into the passing of the slain rapper, aka fiance Anele Temba, was postponed on Tuesday due to delays caused by the National Prosecuting Authority and the artist's family and legal team, depriving the Tembe family of its rights to swiftly get closure and establish what actually happened on the night she tragically passed away. Okay, I did wonder, you guys, if really it is the Forbes family that is causing the delays, or it's the lawyers that are not doing what they're supposed to do. Because I would think that, AKA's family would provide them with whatever information that they need. But you never know, you guys. We never know what's happening behind the scenes. People might look like they are acting a certain way, but behind the scenes, they might be doing something different. We might never know. According to the sources who did not want to be named for fear of victimization, AKA's lawyer, Baloyi was instructed to liaise with the family of the artist and submit details of the new executor of his estate to the court before the inquest could start. This was after RMB Bank withdrew in October last year as the executor of the hip hop's estate without furnishing reasons. Immediately after that, the magistrate who is presiding over the inquest instructed the Forbes family and Obaloyi to furnish the court with the details of the new executor within a few weeks, but they failed to do so, said the source. The Deep Throats said that their failure contributed to the postponement of the inquest, which was held online because the court couldn't give notice to the executor to appear in court to give the testimony. The mall said Baloyi and Forbes family only submitted the details of the new executor on Friday, April the 4th, after kicking the can down the road for several months. The second factor that contributed to the postponement of the inquest, said the tipster, was the NPA's failure to submit properly commissioned affidavit of witness statements on time as so directed by the magistrates. Okay, the failure by the NPA to submit these statements left the Tembe family sitting with anger. The Sosa Tembe family and their legal team, led by Bongani Khoza, were ordered by the court to submit a hard drive of evidence to the state, and they obliged. During the proceedings, the NPA was asked why it also did not submit a video footage and an audio clip of Tembe's legal team, which could be used as evidence in the inquest. In response, the NPA embarrassingly said that the legal team could go and get Khoza. Let me just see if I'm not skipping any parts. Okay, yeah. So they could go and get it from the detective who is investigating the matter, said the source. The parties said the source postponed the matter and agreed to meet again in the next few weeks to check if all the required material had been submitted before they could hold a pre-trial conference of some sort. Baloyi, instead of replying to our questions, took to social media and accused us of lying. His gullible battalion of fans on social media encouraged him to AS us to AS yours truly. Khoza confirmed that the Tembe family was aggrieved by the postponement of the matter. The delay is regrettable. It cannot be that between the period of October 16, 2023 and April 20, 2024, and the officials who led the prosecutor-led investigation, together with the SAPS, who are today responsible for driving the inquest process, have battled to address what we believe are minor issues. Our clients are frustrated by the conduct of the officials entrusted with the matter, he said. Khoza added, it appears that there is no desire to delve into the circumstances that resulted in the untimely passing of Anele. The failure to prepare, sorry, you guys, the matter and have it ready for the inquest court by the entrusted official is disturbing and highly unprofessional on their part. Listen, you guys, I don't understand. Like the officials that are working on this case, don't they also just want it to be concluded so that they can just move on to other cases? Do they enjoy it when something drags on for long? Because it seems that way. Why would you delay it? I mean, if it's on your desk, you want it concluded so that you can move on to other cases, I would think. Because I said that they were worried by the delay tactics. The NPA in the Western Cape had for a protracted period of time refused to even release a copy of the docket to our client. Same was released only after we challenged that office. The matter stems from the year 2021 to date. Not much has transpired, he said. He said the showdown between the two families started after Tembe, fondly known as Nelly, passed away after she allegedly jumped from the balcony of the Pepper Hotel in Cape Town 3 years ago after a violent altercation with an award-winning rapper in their hotel room. The musician who was assassinated outside Wish restaurant in Florida Road in Durban told the police that Tembe, the daughter of a respected KwaZulu-Natal businessman Moses Tembe, committed suicide when she jumped from the balcony of a hotel room where they shared their alcohol-fueled tiff at the upmarket hotel. However, her family believes AKA pushed her off the balcony. Sunday World also understand that NPA's decision to conduct the inquest came after the family wrote a scathing letter to the Western Cape Director of Public Prosecution, Nicole Bell, after she decided not to institute any criminal prosecution. In the letter, the family challenged the Bell's decision or challenged Bell's decisions, claiming that the crucial information indicating that the rapper had pushed or carried Tembe over to the balcony was ignored. In a letter, family requested access to a docket which led to the NPA's decision. The family also stated that the evidence that was ignored included a statement by a witness, Urop, who had stated that he had had an argument between a man and a woman in the rapper's hotel room. The family also alleged that there was blood in the hotel room following Tembe's passing and that AKA had marks on his back indicating that he was crushed by her when he carried the fiance to the balcony. He did not attend his injured fiance, who remained alive for approximately 20 minutes. He did not perform CPR. Instead, Stefanato, a complete stranger, cared enough to administer CPR and call emergency services in an attempt to save Anele Tembe's life. Forbes cleaned up the hotel room. There was blood on the towels, and Forbes partied and drank at the hotel with his entourage following the passing of his fiance. That would be the weirdest thing for me, you guys, if it happened. I get the witness that had the argument, the scratches, the blood in the hotel. Yes, those things are significant. But the weirdest thing for me, whether AKA did something wrong or didn't do something wrong, it really would be a weird thing for him to go and drink with his friend right after his fiance passes away. It just wouldn't make sense. Anyway, you guys, like I said, listen, since I do love my life very much, I will not be reading this part of the story because it's giving an update on AKA's and Dibs's murder case as far as the 800,000 rands that was said to have been paid to the accused and what's happening there with the person that allegedly might have paid that money. Okay, so if you want the story, the Sunday World is there for you. Okay, but I'm sure there's a creator here on YouTube that will probably do this story before the end of the day. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about on this video. Listen, it's sad because honestly, we have two families that lost their children, okay? And they all want answers. And it's said that now it's come to a point when maybe one family is thinking, the other family might not be wanting them to get the answers the same way, vice versa. So it's unfortunate, you guys. I do wish that all the evidence that is needed, at least to conclude the Anele matter, can be provided by the people that are required to provide that information, so that at least the Anele Dembe situation can be laid to rest, and maybe we can focus on the AKA matter as well. And also, even with that, you guys, I'm hoping that it doesn't last as long as the Senzo Meyiwa case has lasted. But you might never know. In South Africa, sometimes I feel like the government feels like we have too many resources, and there must be these cases that we just spend a lot of time in so that we can just waste our resources on them. Just because we are South Africa. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.